Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to WhatsMap, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. Right, it's Tuesday's request day. Today's map is the longest waiting creator request map on the list and a creator we have reviewed once in the past, episode 1246. And I think it's fair to say you won't necessarily get much by going back to that review. It wasn't the best map, but a creator has made big steps forward. In the sideways step, they've done something completely unique here, something I have never seen before, and something that comes from 1973. Now, if you know what this is, please tell me in the comments, because I kind of recognise it. It's kind of like a programmer's net planning wall thing. I don't understand it. Please tell me, because I need to know. But anyway, 1973 is the clue. If you know, please let me know. And also, ehsnils, if you can please tell me as well. I would love that. Anyway, before we get started with today's review, I'd like you to do a little job for me, please. That's right, clicking the like button really does support the channel, gets me seen by more people and helps me grow a little bit more every single day. Thank you for your support. Today's map is Moose in a Maze by ehsnils. I mean, Moose in a Maze. Now, this map is actually, it reminds me a little bit of, remember Where's Buddy? Anybody remember Where's Buddy? There's your start square. It's a bit different, do you think? I think it's a bit different. And there's your layout. I mean, perfectly flat, obviously, but I recognise this from somewhere. I just don't know where. Resources are strong, dotted around the map. You can access everything that you'd like. And then if you have Sunset Harbour and you want to do some fishing, it's basically shellfish with a little bit of tuna around the rim. Yeah, I won't worry about that so much. Okay, off to the workshop. What do we need? Well, apparently mass transit, green cities and park life. You probably won't break a sweat if you have only mass transits, because the other ones are only for detailing, and there are bits and bobs. It's a map that has bits and bobs scattered all about of it. Then you have a one-click collection. I'm not quite sure why we're using Metro Overhaul mods, but I've enabled that just in case. I didn't find anything in the map that really required it, but what do I know? I know very little. And the map has a requirements list that is moderate, and we have intersection marking tool in operation today. I will be using the Cedar Valley 4K theme and the vanilla European LUT. I know, it still looks okay with the vanilla LUT. Who knew? Anyway, here's your start square. Now this takes a little nod from Bonbon Island. Anybody remember that one? Where we have dragged in the spawn points from the edge of the map, stuck them under a rock, and that is that. So yeah, why not? Listen, it's not copyrighted, and I did kind of steal the idea myself, but I was the first to put it in the map. Me over here. Hello. Anyway, the map is a series of islands which are either square or oval or ovate. Is it ovate? Could be ovate. With lots of little bridges linking everything together, which is all very neat as well. This one, I mean, obviously there's a few routes we could take. No doubt programmers or whoever used this before would have used different, I think this is like a conditions decide which direction you go in. Are these nodes, these square nodes, the conditions, and then the ovals, the outputs or something? Am I anywhere near right with this? I have no clue. The only thing I know about 1973 is my baby sister was born. Oh, hey Nisi. Oh, I love my baby sister. She could beat the crap out of me. I wouldn't dare fight back, and even if I did, I wouldn't land a blow. She's a black belt and married to a black belt who's twice my size. I'm just whatever. Siblings, just let them win the argument. Female siblings, always let them win the argument, guys. It's the best advice I can give you. We've got a start square area down here. We've got some little bit of detailing in the roads. I mean, it's a map that's got lots of individual islands that have just individual bits of detailing splattered about them. There's nothing on the map that's going to make you go, oh, that's the best thing in the world. But do you know, I'm going to say that with the detailing on this, oh, and look at this, all of the directions. The detailing on this map, it just makes many of the islands identical. This is a map that could easily be just lots of identical islands. And the detailing just makes some of the islands just a little bit different. For example, there's one island that has a little hidden secret. Now, I'd like you to try and work out what that secret could be, just by looking at those words in the bottom left hand corner, as this is like a bit of a maze, isn't it? A bit of a labyrinth of roads and islands. Yeah, you've guessed it. You've guessed it already. I might show you it later on if you're a good boy or girl or whatever you declare yourself to be. Anyway, down here we have the bit of rail. Now the rail does exactly the same thing. We have spawn point under there, and then we have a link across this island. This is all there is with rail. I didn't see any others, but there were lots of islands to explore, and I was looking at the same one about 10 times over. But yes, down here, and there is, if I show you in here, if I clip into the factory, you can see this little green arrow down a bit lower. There it is, spawn point there. Anyway, we'll take a brief intermission. We'll come back and check for the shipping and the water flow right after this. Are you a fan of the show? Well, I guess if you're watching this, you really must be. And as you've made it through 1,000 reviews, it's time to really treat yourself. To emblazon yourself with all 1,000 thumbnails in one great garment. From the makers of WhatsMap, it's the official WhatsMap 1000 t-shirt. Get yours now. So back to Moose in the Maze by ehsnils and shipping routes. Now these bridges, they would be a bit low, but they have been elevated to allow the shipping routes to go through, and while I haven't measured them to make sure they are high enough, they look high enough, and that is actually good enough for me. I'm in no doubt that they're high enough. They're not too high, they're not stupidly high, and the fact that effort has been made kind of suggests that they are high enough. And that heads off towards the edge of the map. A little bit of a right angled turn there just before, but listen, it's one of these maps. I don't think these things matter quite so much. Anyway, not really much in the way of water flow in the start square, but there's a lot of water down here in the start square, so you can pump from one side and draw from the other, 2 kilometers away from each other, even a bit more corner to corner. You should be all right. So what is this? Somebody please tell me in the comments. I need to know. Anyway, we've got lots of individual islands. This is a boring one. Okay, I'm saying boring. It's fine. It's a bit bumpy. You can still build it. It's not massively bumpy. You can still build on that. The buildings will level it out a bit. It won't be pretty. Then we've got another boring one here, but with a bit of tree detailing around it and what looks like a go-kart track around the outside. I kind of like that. Like I say, there's lots of little things like this that, oh look, we've got a bit of forestry going on in this one as well. So yeah, there's lots of little bits. Every island's got a little feature, or many of them got little features. Like this has got a little bit of a light bulb. I assume that's a light bulb. I hope it's a light bulb. Next over here, we've got, oh, this is more of a, I don't know, it's a pleasing shape, this one, in terms of the way that we've got the road running across it. A little lake in there as well. Oh, there's a little cabin down here. This is almost like a BonBon Island, this one. I kind of like that as BonBon Island on the map. That's one I'm living on if I move here. I'm not sure if I'm pleased or displeased by the way that these line up but don't line up. You know? You see what I mean? It's one of those, I don't know if I like it or if I don't. I think I do. I think I do. 3 on one side, 4 on the other. Yes, I do. Okay. This one, though, this is more displeasing. I mean, look, we've got a wibbly in here. I'm sure it's been done deliberately, but that one bothers me more than the previous one. We've even got an airport on the island with all the bits and pieces thrown in as well, which is very nice. Got police down there. Yeah, we just got all the services to make sure everybody's kept happy. And over here we've got everybody's favourite factories, BonBonB. And this is the other end of the highway. We came in from the rock, and it leads to these factories, which again have got the hidden spawn points underneath, which is very nice. I'm not quite sure what's going on with this tanker down here. This is, yeah, how did he get in there? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. And then we got this. Nobody's going to attack this island because this is well and truly, this is the evil island. Dr. Evil lives on this island, probably. And then over here, it's a castle. Like this castle, actually. But I like everything of the shape of this. Like I say, there's a map that's got lots of pretty reasonable detailing on it without really any one part of it blowing you away by going, this is the best thing you've ever seen. But an essential lighthouse as well. And oh look, it's the glory hole. It's been filled in with moss. Why not? Listen, why not? I'm good with that. Right, if we head over here, you'll find the moose. Now, I'm not going to show you where this is by pulling back. I'm just going to show you there is a hidden moose on the map. And I'm going to zoom away from here so that you cannot track where I came from. There we go. So, if you want to play Moose in a Maze, you can subscribe to the map and then hunt all the islands looking for the moose. It's like Find Buddy, isn't it? I'm sure. You exchange the moose for Buddy, it's the same game. Anyway, down to Start Square, and it's the asset of the day, and it's La Fitness by Thomas13TO. Surely that should be Laptitude, as in, LA Fitness. Not La Fitness. Okay, thanks for that. Thanks for the tip. Yes, it's a big old fitness centre in, I'm guessing, LA, which there's actually an LA just down the road from me. I say just down the road. I mean, take me a while to get there, but as roads go, just down the road. Only in the United Kingdom, it's Little Hampton. Little Hampton. We drop the H's. Anyway, factoids because fake factoids. Your fake factoid of the day. I'm not going to do these very regularly, but I couldn't resist. The plural of moose is meeses. Oh, come on. Let BonBon have a little giggle. Come on. Thank you very much. It's a few days till Saturday. I can't have another giggle till Saturday. Go on. Let me have one on Tuesday, will you? Anyway, loving the asset. It's pretty big. It's Thomas, so it's exactly what you expect. Top quality, big footprint, very nice. LA Fitness. Today's asset of the day, La Fitness, Laptitude. My best French accent there, which is basically not very best at all, is it? Anyway, what do you think of today's map? Hey, what do you think? It's different, isn't it? Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count. We use it at the end of the month for the Viewer's Choice Top 10. Will this be one of the top 10 maps of the month? Only you can decide. Hit the I button now in the top right hand corner of your screen or the link in the description. It'll take you to the voting page where you can vote for free with a Facebook, Gmail, Apple or a Patreon account. But what do I think of today's map? Well, aesthetically, I mean, it's different. We're talking design here. We're talking design, so you're already talking above middle 3. Not quite seeing it as a 4-star. I don't know how much higher we could have gone, to be fair, but as an interest piece, it's quite interesting. Maybe if I understood what it was, maybe I could go a bit higher, but I'm going to go for a medium-high 3. Detailing. There's lots of good little things, and I do love the find the moose thing. I do. I really do. But again, there's not one thing here that really screams out 4 stars, but I think we're really close now. So I'm going to go for a very high 3 stars. Gameplay. It's a novelty map, but I can see it. And I can see people playing it. I'm going 4 stars. Lower end, 4 stars, but I'm going 4 stars. Moose in a Maze by ehsnils. Listen, this is just a bit different, and I applaud it. I absolutely applaud it. You've taken something and made a playable map out of it, and it's bizarrely wonderful. I mean, literally bizarre. Anyway, somebody tell me what that map is. Need to know. Anyway, are you still here? Well, that's a given, isn't it? Well, prove it. No, prove it by using the word of the day into the comments to prove you're part of the 20 and out elite. And I'll be back tomorrow with another map in the What's Map series. Have a great day, and I will see you very, very soon. Thanks for watching.